Welcome to the Preferred Experience podcast. I'm Chris LeSueur, and today we have Max Panas for episode 113.
Yep.
And Max is wearing his nice new shirt for Max's insurance. Max is not only a member at CrossFit Preferred, but is also my insurance agent. And it's been fun getting to know you the last couple years here, and we'll let you tell a little more about yourself. But you just got back from a vacation. Where did you go?
We went to California, took my young family to Universal Studios and also to Disneyland. So back from California late last night, up early for CrossFit.
Yep. I bet you're feeling it.
Yeah. My legs.
or
my
maybe
legs, yeah.
Or maybe later.
I've got one of my answers to why I do CrossFit. It's to train so I could go to Disneyland and walk around. CrossFit got me ready for it.
It got you prepared, huh? How was Disneyland?
It was fun. We had
good.
a lot of fun. I have as much fun as my kids. I'm dragging them, and they're always saying, slow down. I'm like, we got to get to the next one. We got to get to the next one.
Yeah, so. That's fun. I owe my kids a trip, so I gotta work that into the schedule too.
Save your money.
Yep, that's what I hear. Is it pretty normal now?
Yeah, literally no masks. They wedged us into the staging areas, shoulder to shoulder, like no pandemic ever happened.
That's good.
Yeah,
I was hoping to hear that. Cool. So one of the things we like to do on this podcast once a month is we like to get to know a member of the gym, and we chose you this month, so
thank you.
Excited about that. So you've lived in Arizona for a couple years now.
We just started our fourth year.
Fourth year,
March, end of March.
Cool.
Will be the fourth year. We've end of the third year. So
awesome.
Yeah. So I came down here. Like you said, I'm your insurance agent. I have a State Farm insurance agency just here in the neighborhood. It's very convenient. My office and my home is less than a mile away from the gym. Mm-hmm. So initially that was a big reason why I wanted to start coming. It was very convenient. You guys were super accommodating during the pandemic when doors were locked and mask mandates were in force. You really went the extra mile to make it so that we could still have some kind of social interaction and also stay fit. If we weren't working outside just right out the doors, we were at the park, the community. It was really helpful. It was my first year of business too when I started.
Yeah.
And
that had to be crazy.
Well, CrossFit became kind of my own little therapy. Being able to come in here and just go to work. And I tried taking the mindset of, if I can get my butt out of bed at 4 a.m. to make the 5 a.m. class, if I can work my butt off in here, those same hard work principles can be applied to, everyday life, to being a business owner, being a husband, being a father, and it's kind of become my ritual. And if I missed the last 5 or 6 days of CrossFit, I was still waking up at 4 in the morning.
I know.
My little internal alarm clock.
I had that happen too.
But it's become just part of my life. So
that's awesome. Yep. Today at about 4-ish, I started waking up. I was like, I should have just done the 5 a.m. class.
and CrossFit for me, I try really hard not to make it like Fight Club.
Yeah.
I'm always throwing in pitches about CrossFit, and I've got a couple of my neighbors to actually join the gym.
Yep.
And to at
Michael
least come once.
And
Mike Coberline, and I've had a couple of them I've tried bringing. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. So it's been You talked about why you train CrossFit already. What did you do before CrossFit?
I've always been pretty active, hiking, dirt biking, not as much mountain biking. We'll get to that maybe one day.
We'll get there.
I used to, when I first moved here, I didn't know anybody. And I had a little community of people I'd play basketball with three days a week at 5 a.m. And I would wander aimlessly around the gym like EOS or LA Fitness, trying to find some structure.
Yeah.
And I've been going to the gym for years, but it's just been doing whatever I can find, or whatever I can find on YouTube, or whatever I can find on Instagram. The new hot workout,
Mm-hmm.
But really, it just
Been there.
it turned into me just kind of walking around and not really getting very many results.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when I got into CrossFit, it's very helpful having a community, having a group of people, having an instructor, being able to look at the beginning. It varies. Sometimes I'll just wing it and not come in not knowing what the workout is. Some days I know the night before or even the morning of, and it's just been very helpful. I feel like I'm getting way more out of that 45 to 60-minute workout than spending 2 hours walking around aimlessly in the gym.
Yeah, I definitely feel these workouts way more than I did my old workouts I would do on my own years ago.
Yeah.
So, you said you went to like different big box gyms and those kind of places, but what's made us different?
There's a couple of different things. I'm really big on value, bang for buck. CrossFit's not like your Anytime Fitness where you pay $10 a month. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
there's a little bit more financial investment, and it helped me a little bit. Okay, I'm paying for this. I need to get my butt over there,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of was my motivation in the beginning. But like I said, community. Some of my friends now, some of my neighbors
Mm-hmm.
are people I see. I see these people more than I see a lot of people, and so it's
Totally.
it's an overall the workouts, the people. We've got some jamming music going on. Amy's
Mm-hmm.
in there playing
Yeah,
some kind of
Amy's got her
techno.
music going right now.
I don't know.
It's always different.
It's just a big mix of different things. There's also different classes that you guys offer. I like doing the Spartan workouts on Saturday mornings. If I ran as much as I should, I'd go do the Thursday morning running workouts at the track. There's just a lot of variety, and so it's just been really good for me.
Yep. Tomorrow's a great day to start. We're figuring out our mile PR. So that is a tough day, but it's an important day because it's what we base all of our workouts off of. So if ever there was a time to start, it's tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
Not putting you on the spot or anything, though.
When does this air?
A little later today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let's see. Was there anything when you first started here that you were kind of nervous about before you joined the gym?
The Olympic lifting a little bit, and I went about 25 years of my life skipping leg day.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of leg day, plenty of front squat, back squat, overhead squat. When we get into the thrusters and things like that, but really it's a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You got to kind of shift your mindset. And the other challenge sometimes is when you've got really advanced people next to you, the pride, or I don't know what it is, something in your mind, the ego.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got to try to, the more weights on the bar, the better. And really, I've had to get it in my mind. I'm coming in here. This is a lifestyle for me. It's not one and done. It's not once a week. I try to get in here 3, 4, 5 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had to kind of modify the way I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'm not going to PR every time.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I apply the same system into everyday life, and it's been nothing but beneficial for me.
Yeah.
So
awesome. Well, you keep improving. I know you passed red level test this last year,
mm-hmm.
and I know you have some big goals you're working on.
Yeah,
with
black level.
Black level.
Yeah, and it's hard because I try to explain. It's like Fight Club again. I try to explain to people what black level is, and they look at me like
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lunatic. Like, who can do that? And I'm like, well, maybe me.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
You got
That's
red
the goal.
level. That's
Mm-hmm.
not easy either.
Correct.
So some people say red level's harder than black level. Once you get to that point with other lifts.
I could see that, but black level's kicking my butt right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it looks tough. I haven't made it yet either. So I'm working on it. It's a lifestyle. I'm still working on red level. I'm struggling with my clean and jerk at body weight.
Yeah,
so.
that was hard for me because I feel like Amy added 5 pounds to my butt. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even think it was Amy.
I have to get in the 190s, and I haven't got that high yet. So I'll get there eventually.
Well, and for me, it's a true testament of mind over matter. Sometimes really does make a difference, because when I came in, I had no intentions of actually doing it, and halfway through the 50 pull-ups, mile or 2 mile run?
2 mile run.
2 mile run. I did 25 pull-ups, and I was just kind of limping around like, oh, I'm not going to do it. And I got about halfway through the mile, and I thought, what if I did it?
Yeah.
And I literally just started like, okay, what would I need? What would the overhead, the clean and jerk, and what would the overhead squat need to look like? Next thing I knew, I was like doubled, tripled my pace of running. Came back, and I busted out my 50th pull-up with like this much time to spare.
Yeah.
And I don't know, same thing. It took me 9 minutes to do the clean and jerk. And I did all 10 overhead squats at 75% of my weight, literally in like the last minute. I think maybe they were gave me some grace, but
yeah,
I mean,
there's no grace here on that.
No grace. No. Okay, fine.
Yeah, you owned it.
But so, I mean, the cool thing is it was the mind shift change, and a lot of it is thoughts. Like, if I think I can, I can. If I think I can't, and in that instance, that's the only real way I was able to get red level, was just
working at it.
But it's the same thing. I try to apply that as a business owner when I'm talking with my employees, when I'm talking with my customers, when I'm talking. I try doing the same thing as a dad, trying to teach my kids the same thing. And so it's just been all around beneficial for me, and that's why I keep coming in.
Awesome. It's great to hear. I find the same thing. So that's one of the reasons I enjoy doing this and being a part of it. Is I do see it change lives in so many other ways than just fitness.
Correct. So. It's meaningful work you guys do, and you guys do. I mean, a lot of people depend on you, so it's been mutually beneficial, I would say. Hopefully awesome. It's mutually beneficial.
No, it's good. So let's see. What is? I think we're kind of getting there on everything.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd want to add? Is there anything big you're working on in life, in or out of the gym, that's super important to you?
Just trying to be a good dad, trying to be a good husband, trying to make a difference, leave an impact. Work-wise, as an entrepreneur, small business owner, you always wonder, if I didn't show up, would anybody even notice? Sometimes.
Yeah.
And the goal with my office, we're local, we're right here. We're always saying, let's make a difference in someone's life. Doesn't matter if we're talking to somebody, newly married with nothing, or the CEO of a big $1 million company. Treat everybody like you would, want to be treated. And so that's been a really big thing. We're getting ready to celebrate. We're doing a grand opening at my office next Tuesday, March 29th. We're going to have the Chamber of Commerce come. They're giving me the big scissors.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I joke, it's 3 years in the making.
Yeah.
I had to wait 3 years to make sure I could do it. I opened right before the pandemic, and so it just never worked out to do our grand opening. So we're going to do that this next week.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah,
That's really
thank you.
Cool.
Thank you.
So what kind of insurance do you do?
So I specialize on the personal side, your auto insurance, home insurance. My big push in my office is life insurance. We insure a lot of people's vehicles, their homes, their toys, things that can be replaced. And for me, I've gotten too many phone calls or too many text messages of so-and-so passed away. What did they have? And I feel like, people are trusting me to protect them on their worst day ever. Car wreck, home burns down, things like that. Someone passes away.
Yeah.
For me, it's making sure people take the time to make sure they have the right coverage in place. I mean, you're an important person in your household, right? You're the dad, the husband. If you weren't here, somehow life has to go on. And maybe money's not going to replace you, but it is going to help your family connect the dots, pay the bills, be able to stay in the home, keep the vehicles, those kind of things. So life insurance for me is kind of my passion for what I do, helping people make sure they got the right plan in place so that if the worst day happens, they can pick up the pieces when everything's left.
Yep.
So
That's awesome. It's important
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
That would be very life altering, and
Well,
it's a
when
big thing to have.
I got a phone call recently. So and so passed away. You were their insurance agent. What did you have for them for life insurance? And I had to say, I'm sorry, we didn't have life insurance in place. And they don't care if I've got a list of notes of every time I tried talking to that person about life insurance.
Yeah.
All they care about is, well, why didn't you set them up? You know, and so I might ask 10 times. I'll probably ask you another 8 or 9 times.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I don't know. So that's kind of my passion for what I do, is making sure families are protected. So.
Cool. So if someone wants to get a quote from you, what's the best way to reach out to you?
Can you see this?
Yep, maxesinsurance.com.
Yeah.
No apostrophe.
No apostrophe. That's pretty easy. I'm off of Higley and Elliott here in Gilbert in the Bashas Shopping Center, just by Subway. Throwing some plugs in. Subway, Pool Works, Dance Republic. So I'm right in that area.
Awesome.
So,
it's a nice little spot right there.
very nice.
What is it, mainly a state farm agency, or is it?
Yep, 100% State Farm.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of old school. I'm not shopping, farming, selling out policies. I manage everything in-house. We've got local employees, local phone number, with the power and backing of State Farm, the biggest auto and home insurance provider in America. I've got literally a row of buttons. If there's something I don't know, I have resources and lifelines and experts. And one thing that kind of sets us apart, I'd say, insurance has kind of become a commodity. Cheap, 15 minutes cheaper,
Yeah.
which is it's always better. I want to save people money, but I also want to make sure you got the right coverage, because a lot of people it's letter of the law. And if you don't have the coverage that as it's stated, there's a lot of people over there with that big deny button. And so I want to make sure that we've done everything, crossed every T, dotted every I. So that's kind of the thing that we really focus on. I've got a team of really caring, smart, just genuinely good people that sometimes I'm like, hey, I know, you just spent 3 hours working with that person, and I love it because that's what we're here for. But we can only help so many people if you're helping. So I've got a really good team. So if you get me, I'm not the benefit. It's the people I have that help me. They're really the engine that keeps everything going.
Totally. Awesome. Well, thanks for being on here today.
Yeah.
Excited for you. Excited for your grand opening.
Yeah. Thank you.
And fun working out with you every day. We usually get to work out most of the days.
Yeah. We're pushing each other or pulling each other.
Totally. Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for being here and being a part of the gym.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. We'll see you.